And we're back on live. Been a fun day so far. We've covered Cliff Kingsbury and the mess involving the Raiders and the Commanders. Congratulations to the Commanders for getting a outstanding offensive coordinator in Kingsbury. I wish him well. Raider Nation, tell me how you feel. You got snubbed, you got dubbed, and are you looking for some payback? Talk some Saints football and the recklessness going on in the front office and them actually trying anything to get people to watch that dumpster fire going on in the NFC South. Going to switch some lanes, still staying in the world of football, but going to go ahead and jump to college. Got another firing out there. Yep. Garrett is leaving Auburn. Yes, Garrett is leaving Auburn. Can I just say this real quick? I think I have one of the best interludes for firings and non-official sponsors of the show. I really like that. That is really cool. It's kind of a cool, chill vibe. But this one comes from Football Scoop, also Jaguars.com, and USA Today. So we'll go ahead and get into this. Garrett is going to leave. He's going to be the new defensive coach lineman for the Jaguars. And that's according, and this is from Doug Samuels from Football Scoop. And he coached the defensive line for the Tigers last fall. Before joining the Auburn staff, Garrett served as an assistant defensive line coach for the Browns. So this marks the return to the NFL for the young assistant. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. Now, the Jaguars do a little bit of hiring also. So now you got your defensive line coach. Now you are going to hire Ryan Nielsen as your defensive coordinator. This comes from the Jaguars.com. Jacksonville Jaguars have hired Ryan Nielsen as a defensive coordinator. Ryan is an outstanding football coach, and his defenses with the Falcons and Saints are always fundamentally sound in both their physicality and concepts. He has the rare ability to both teach and connect with his players. He builds lasting two-way relationships predicated on trust. He establishes accountability first for himself, then the players. Nielsen spent last season his 8th in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons as a defensive coordinator. In 2023, the Falcons, the defense ranked 3rd in third down conversions, 4th in red zone efficiency, and 11th in the passing yardage. Nielsen also tied for the second most forced fumbles, which is 18 in the NFL. Nielsen coached safeties, Jesse Bates III, and who earned a 2023 Pro Bowl and Associated Press All-Pro second team honors, as well as Week 1 and Week 12 NFC Defense Player of the Week recognition. So that guy's defensive chops are immaculate. Look at his pedigree. Look what he's done. I think this was a solid hire for the Jaguars, especially in the especially in the AFC South, because you got the Texans, you got the Jaguars, the Colts, the Titans. You're trying to separate yourself. And if you want to go to the next level, you're going to have a defense that's going to have to deny people in the red zone. It's going to have to go ahead and get that 3rd and out and get your guys off the field. And I think that the Jaguars may have found that guy. Now, before Atlanta, Nielsen spent 6 seasons with the New Orleans Saints, serving as the co-offensive coordinator and defensive line coach in 2022. During that time, the Saints recorded 281 sacks, second in the NFL over that span, and finished in the top 10 in sacks in each campaign. The Saints also did not allow a 100-yard rusher in the NFL for 55 consecutive regular seasons and postseason games between 2017 and 2020, and finished in the top 4 in run defenses 4 of the 6 seasons. During Nelson's tenure from 2017 to 2022, New Orleans ranked 3rd in opponents' rushing yard games and 5th in the opponent's yards per rush. The Saints were the only team to rank in the top 3 in both opponents' rushing yards per game and cumulative sacks over 6 seasons. Wow. Again, look at the pedigree. Look what he's done. Congratulations to them. It looks like the Jaguars, they're really trying to go ahead and shore up that defense. The Jaguars are trying to insert themselves in the conversation that they're going to be in the playoffs next year. They're going to win and they're going to advance. Hey, to the victor goes the spoils. So I'm happy for him. Happy for Garrett. So you got your defensive line coach, you've got your defensive coordinator, and yeah, on that side of the ball, I think the Jaguars are doing everything right. And we'll get into a little bit more when we come back from a quick 20-second break from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Yes, Roast the Host. Roast the Host is our first inaugural live show here in the studio. Going down on May the 10th, Mother's Day weekend. There's going to be 2 minutes of put downs talking about me, talking about the show. You can give me my comeuppance. I'm sure we'll all get a kick out of that. 3 pieces of criteria. Number 1, don't be racist. Don't be racist. That's going to get you blocked. That's going to get you out of here. Secondly, you got 2 minutes. You're on the clock. As soon as you hit the clock, we give it to you. You just start in. You just go in. You can talk about the show. You can talk about me. You can talk about my mom. You can go ham. But you can't be racist. And you got 2 minutes. And then third, you have to be a subscriber to the show. And you have to have a picture. When we bring you on, we have to see your face so we know that, hey, it's you. Nothing worse than being roasted by ChatGPT. All right. Roast the Host going down May the 10th. The winner is going to get a Cash App from us that's pretty cool, where you can go to a lunch, or maybe you can even take the woman of your life out for Mother's Day weekend. Roast the Host going down May the 10th of this year. Okay. So back to Jacksonville. So you got a defensive line coach. You got him back in the NFL. He used to be with the Browns, Garrett. And now you have your defensive coordinator coming from Atlanta, who he's compiled stingy defenses the entire time. And he knows how to force fumbles. Jacksonville is going to be very fun to watch. If you're asking about cap space, USA Today, Adam Stites, the Jaguars are projected to enter the 2024 offseason with much more cap salary space than they did when they were over the limit heading into 2023. This time around, the Jaguars have more room to maneuver. But there are also moves that could eat up the cap space quickly. For one, the team seems likely to franchise tag Josh Allen, which would guarantee the pass rusher $22 million in the 2024 season. Don't do that. Don't franchise tag that dude. I know guys want to be compensated and you want to go ahead and put the best product on the field possible to get the fans back into the stands and get them reinvigorated, and defense wins games. But with this guy that you just hired a defensive guy who can get the most out of the guys with having minimal pieces out there, or non-household names, as I'll go ahead and say it. So if I got that guy and I've got a new defensive line coach, I can pretty much gamble on that, letting him walk and getting a hungry, non-injury prone. Not saying that guy's injury prone, don't get me wrong. But what I'm sitting here saying is that I'd rather take the gamble and keep the money down than spend $22 million on a pass rusher. No way. No deal. Count me out. But it might be me. Jaguar fans, let me know how you feel. One more story on the docket. Got to cover that. Then we'll be back. Keep rocking with us. This is Big Vern at the App Stupid Podcast.